Hi everyone, yes it's me. I'm in my kitchen making a video today. The loft isn't ready yet, I'm afraid. Quick update on the loft is the building work's all finished, but we're having to wait for decorators and flooring to be laid. It seems that COVID has meant lots of people are working from home and looking to work from home on a more permanent basis. So consequently, builders and decorators and all that sort of thing, they're all in high demand at the moment. So there's long waiting lists to get anything done. So the decorator is coming the end of October, possibly November. And the flooring will be, the carpet will be laid after that. But that's the hall stairs landing bit. The actual loft rooms, my dear husband has taken on the task of decorating those so that we can get in them quicker. So he's making good progress. The problem with decorating these rooms and all the new plasterwork is that, I didn't know this, but when you paint onto new plaster, you have to use a 50-50 paint to water mix first, and then you have to gradually increase how much paint you put in. So it's several layers of paint. It's not just whack on a layer of paint. So it's taken him a while, but he's nearly there. And he's done the rooms, and then obviously ceilings, high hall bits, and all the other bits is too much for him to take on. So that's what the decorator's going to do. The flooring in the loft rooms, because the painting will be finished earlier, we've got the flooring in the loft rooms booked to go down at the beginning of October. It was meant to be the end of September, but we've had to delay it by a week. So once the flooring is down, I'll be able to, me and my daughters, because they're moving some stuff into the other loft room, we'll be able to move our stuff up there and start sorting things out. So I can't wait. So I shall get my desk up there and everything else, which you know how it is. You think, I don't have that much doll stuff. And then you start to think about everything you've got in various rooms and squirreled away in cupboards and under the bed and in the wardrobe. And you think, oh, actually, I've got quite a lot. So once I've got everything up there and I can see what I've got, I can then start the really exciting task of picking some new furniture and storage to go up there. Anyway, I will show you all that at the time. But in the meantime, I'm still haven't really got anywhere to do anything, as everything's packed away or piled onto my desk, and it's a bit of a mess. So that's a very long-winded explanation as to why I'm still in the kitchen at the minute. I know I haven't made a video for a while, and I've not made many. The building work is the main reason, and then of course we're on the summer holidays, which we're coming to the end of now. I have got the house to myself this weekend, which is why I'm making the video. Because my husband has taken our daughters camping for the last weekend before they go back to school. I don't do camping. Well, I have done camping. When they were very small, I went camping with them because, my husband first took our oldest daughter camping when she was 2. And I didn't go because I was at home with our youngest daughter, who was about 6 months at the time. So for a couple of years, he took our oldest daughter on his own with friends. So that was fine. Then when the youngest one was at the age where she wanted to join in, which was, 3, I went with them because I thought I can't leave him to deal with them on his own, even though he's got his mates there who are all very, responsible family type people. So I went for a few years and I hated every second of it. And as soon as they were old enough not to need such constant supervision and, the nappies and all that sort of thing were over and done with, I bailed. I haven't been camping with them since, which suits everyone, I think, because I don't want to ruin it for everybody, and I feel I do sometimes with my sort of I don't like camping, that's no fun. So they're off camping and I've got the house to myself, so hooray. I can talk to you. So what I thought I would do is just show you a few things that I've got over the last few months, which I haven't shown you. Some I've got since the last video and some I had before but didn't show you, and there's probably more things that I haven't shown you, but I've just picked up a few. First of all, I wanted to bring on my partner in crime here, Brianna. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I've been spamming my Instagram with photos of the lovely Brianna here that were taken on our holiday a week ago. I went to Greenway in South Devon here, Agatha Christie's holiday home. It's a gorgeous house in a beautiful setting on the River Dart, and we hired the lodge that's in the grounds. It's a National Trust, so you hire it through the National Trust. Booked it ages ago. Booked it before the COVID was a thing. It was my special 50th birthday holiday. Thank goodness we decided to stay here in England and not go abroad for my 50th. Good decision. So we went there for the week, and I was chatting on Messenger with Kim from Kim's Dolls about the fact that I was going on holiday, and she said to me, "Are you taking a doll?" And I thought, oh, actually I could. I've never taken a doll on holiday or out in public with me before, but because we're staying in the grounds of Agatha Christie, this National Trust property, we were able to roam the grounds after closing as much as we wanted because we were there. So I thought that's actually quite a good opportunity because there won't be anyone else there. We'll have the place to ourselves, so I can take my photos and not feel self-conscious, because this is why I haven't photographed my dolls out. It's because I'd be too self-conscious. I know some people do it and are brilliant at it and don't care, and most of the time I think people's reaction is positive, but I just feel a bit not sure. But I did take her, and like I say, because we had the place to ourselves, pretty much there is an apartment. The top floor of the actual house is an apartment that you can also rent, and those people also have free reign in the grounds, obviously after closing. And I'm sure that it was rented, but we didn't see anyone. Whilst we were wandering around, so it was great. So I took loads and loads of photos of Brianna, and I've put lots of them on Instagram because they were good photos. Well, they were good for me. They were outdoors. It was beautiful, beautiful weather. The sunshine, the lighting. I didn't put filters on any of them. I just posted them straight as they came off my camera on my phone, and I was so pleased with them. So I shared quite a few. And sorry, not sorry. But I've stopped now. I did say that my last one was going to be my last one because I thought, people will just get a bit bored. And in a way, I was sorry I didn't take another doll as well, so that I could have had a bit more variety for you. Sorry, guys, but it was me and Brianna, so we had fun, didn't we? Yes, we did. So that's her. And just whilst I'm talking about her photos, so I'm just going to sit her there. I just have a sip out of my new Cindy mug. Yeah, this is a new purchase. How cool is that? I have this app on my phone that you can download and get your photos printed. Each month you get 45 prints for free, and various other, you can do photo books and stuff. And as long as you keep to a certain number and a certain size, all you pay for is the postage. So I just did that with my holiday photos. My actual photos, that's me and my family. I didn't get any of my photos of Brianna printed off, but one of their offers was to have 3 magnets done for a £5, and so I did that. And I chose my 3 favourite pictures of Brianna to do that, and they came this morning. Well, I'll show you them. I'm a bit disappointed because the colours haven't come out very well, and they're bigger than I thought. They're 6x4, and I thought they were going to be like little magnet size, so they're actually quite big. They're postcard size. And these are the 3 I chose. There's this one, which looks very washed out colour-wise compared to the actual photo. This one, which is one of my favourites and was my most favourite photo that I put up on Instagram, that got the most likes, of her sitting in the tree in her white dress. And then I did this one of her smelling the flowers, which probably looks the best. The colours come out the best on the magnet. But anyway, that was that. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I don't know where I'll put them. Haven't got lots of magnetic, lots of metal things to put them on. Dishwasher maybe. So that was that. The mug. I showed you the mug. Then I bought, just before I went away on holiday, I bought this, which I got from Amazon, but it's Amazon Marketplace. It's secondhand, but it's like new. So let me just move you right out of the way, Brianna. Otherwise, I'm going to bop you with the book. Let's have a look. See if I can find some examples of pages. So it's all about all dolls. So obviously you get things like, I can't see if how well I'm showing you that. German doll makers, rag dolls. I should have put some markers in here because there is the page here. I find it at the back. Yeah, because of course I'm not going to find it when I want it. There we go. Cindy and Patch. So that's Cindy's in there too. I haven't had much chance to look at this yet, actually, but I might sit down and have a look at that after I've made this video. So there was that. Another purchase that I made, which I was really chuffed with. I don't know if any of you have heard of Emma Mount. She's an artist, and she was at the BlytheCon the year I went. I'm sure she probably goes to the BlytheCon lots of times, but I've only been once, and she was there. And she does prints, and she does like cushion covers with doll prints and things on. And I just happened to see, I hadn't looked at her, she's got a shop on Etsy, and I hadn't looked at it for ages, but I went on and she had got some Cindy prints that she'd done. And what I loved about them is that she had Cindy as a nurse. And now this is exactly what I wore when I was nursing, these blue scrubs. And I just thought that's me as a Cindy doll. I thought I've got to have it. So I bought this A4 print, and I need to find somewhere upstairs to put that when everything's settled. But also I bought these. She had various other ones. So the blonde Cindy in the nurse's dress, the brunette Cindy in scrubs, and there were some other ones as well. Cindy in nurse's uniform, but different types of uniform. But I chose this one because she's even got the brown haired Cindy, so that's me. And then I just bought this as a pack of 5 postcards to send people, and I was able to send my first one to my sister. My mum has been clearing out her loft, okay, with help from Well, me and my husband have helped a little bit, but I have to say it's my nephews, my sister's sons, who've done most of it. They're grown-up sons, well, 16 and 19 they are. Strapping boys, so ideal. They've been up and down the loft, bringing everything down, helping Granny sort it out. And of course, all my Cindy stuff got brought down. And so I said to my mum, I definitely want that. It was the only thing all my other childhood stuff that was still up there. I said, just give it to charity. I can't keep. I haven't got a loft to just put everything in now. So it's a waste. It just gets left otherwise, doesn't it? For eventually my children to have to sort out. So I thought, don't want that. Give it away. But I do want my Cindy stuff. And of course, my sister's Cindy stuff was up there as well. Now, my sister was never a big Cindy fan like me, so she didn't have very much. I had 2 Cindys. I had Ballerina Cindy that I was given for Christmas, the most memorable Christmas present ever. And then a few years later, I spent some of my birthday money buying a second Cindy, which my mother couldn't understand. And I heard someone else say this the other day, that when they were growing up, you didn't have more than one doll. You didn't, that wasn't a thing. You just had the one. And I thought, yes, that's exactly what it was like in my house. You didn't have more than one Cindy. You had your one Cindy and that was it. And I, had to buy a second Cindy with my own money. And I can remember my mother saying to me, are you sure this is what you really want to spend your money on? Are you sure? Yes. So my sister only ever had her one Cindy, her Ballerina Cindy. She had a horse. I had a horse. And she had a bed. And I had a bed. Mine came with a little bedside table. I can't remember what else actually. And I don't think hers came with anything. Hers was just a bed, so hers is an earlier version of the bed than mine. But she had quite a few clothes, so I was like, Mum, because she was like, these are all yours, and I was like, no, they're not. Those are Helen's, and thinking, darn. And I said, Mum, do you think you could ask Helen if she wants them? Because if she doesn't want them, I'll have them. Anyway, so my sister didn't want them. So she said, I could have all her Cindy things. So I've got her Cindy, all her Cindy clothes and a couple of things. So I sent her one of these saying, thank you for letting me adopt your Cindy, which she thought was very funny. So that's the Cindy postcards. And when obviously the Cindy stuff is still at my mum's at the minute. She's been very good. She's letting it stay in the back bedroom until I'm ready to take it, and then I shall bring it over here. And I'm trying to decide what to do with it. I've been thinking about buying a Cindy house or some sort of Cindy house, but space is limited up there. Space is limited. I've only got a limited amount of space against a flat wall that's not one of these, the ceiling. So I've literally got the far end and then half of one of the ends where the door is, because the other side of the door where there's a flat bit of wall has got a radiator on it, so I can't put anything in front of that. So trying to think about what I'm going to do and how I'm going to display the Cindy. So that's something else. So then last thing I can show you. In fact, it's not the last thing. I've just thought of something else I bought. Hold on, I'll go and get it and I'll show it. That will be a quick one. Hold on. Right, I've got it. Sorry about that. It's going to be very much an anticlimax because it's in the box and I can't take it out and there's not even a decent picture of what it is on the box. But if I just flip this up and show you that. I bought one of these Fleesat mini doll houses from IKEA. Hang on, let me put it down somewhere now. There we go. Sorry. Because I wanted to make it into a dollhouse for my Pookie Fee, and I've got a few other little dolls that aren't BJDs that I thought might live in there too. And yeah, so I got that. So I've got to find a place for that as well. Right, on to the last thing. Exciting, because it's a new doll. Yes, hang on. You've seen my Resin Soul girl that I had bought myself, but I bought myself another doll the other month for my birthday. Well, that's what I said. That was my excuse. It's my birthday, so I'm going to have another one. I'll show you this so you know. It's an Atelier Momoni Petuza Adaku. Now, several years ago, before I started my YouTube channel, I bought a Momonita from Lola, Atelier Momoni, and I bought her with a face up. She was in toffee colour with a face up, and she came, and I didn't have any clothes for her or a wig or anything, and she was the most expensive doll I'd ever bought at that point, because I spent over £400 on her by the time you factored in shipping and everything. And so I didn't know what to do with her, and I was petrified of damaging her, so I kept her in the box, and I didn't really bond with her. I didn't take to her face up. Nothing wrong with the face up. I didn't take to it, and I wasn't confident at that time to remove it myself, and I didn't have the money to send her to anyone else to redo it. So I left her in the box. And the long and the short of it is, I ended up selling her because it came a time when I needed to get some money. So I picked a few things to sell, and my Momonita was one of them. So I sold her. But I always liked Lola's dolls, and I'm obviously on the Facebook page and all that sort of thing. So I was keeping an eye out. And a couple of months ago, this little one came up for sale. I'll show you, because there's nothing worse than having someone ramble on. In England, for sale. Not a bad price, but still I was a bit wary, and I was watching her for several weeks, just sort of keeping an eye. Is she still for sale? Is she still for sale? And then the seller dropped her price, and I snapped her up. She, as I say, she's an Adaku Petuza, so she's same size as Momonita. She's got slightly different hands, if I remember correctly. What my Momonita's hands were a bit different to these. These are a bit flatter. The pose is a bit flatter, is what I mean. She didn't come the dress. The dress is mine. It was a dress I bought for a Pulip doll, and it fits her perfectly. And it came from... I can't remember the name. It's the shop on Etsy. I know Libby's bought loads of stuff for dolls from there. I'll look it up and I'll put it down below. But it's one of hers, and it's a really lovely dress, and it fits her perfectly like a glove. And what I liked about her is she's got blank face. So I thought I want to do her face up myself now. She's small though. She's tiny. I'd forgotten how tiny faces are not easy. So I won't be doing her for a while, because I have got plenty of bigger dolls that need face ups that I need to get on and do. So I think I'll refine my skills on the bigger dolls, and then I'll get round to her. I like the fact she's in cocoa skin. I haven't got any other dark skinned dolls. just because the dolls I collect don't tend to come in the dark skin. The BJDs I've seen in dark skins are all sort of artist dolls as opposed to being made by companies, if you know what I mean. And therefore they're more pricey, and they're out of my league. They're out of my league price-wise. So I was especially pleased to get this one. I will get her a wig made at some point when I have a little bit of money. I have a couple of ideas of people I'm going to ask about making a wig for her. But that's her. She's lovely, and they've got really good articulation, these dolls. I remember that from the one I had that I sold. You can touch their faces really easily, and hold their legs, hold their poses, all that sort of thing. So that's her. She doesn't have a name yet. Any suggestions will be gratefully received. Mind you, my resin soul girl hasn't got a name yet either. In fact, I've got lots of dolls that haven't got a name. So, but that's her. Now, I've been rambling on for 26 minutes. Blimey, sorry. I will be back next week sometime with another video, because I have something else coming in the post, which I'm very happy to share with you. I won't tell you what it is now. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.